Alright, so I finally got my new computer room set up, and I just set up a 9-box setup. I think that's all that I'm going to be playing on Teak this time around. So what we have here on the left is that quad screen that I've linked in several videos, and on the right also another quad screen. Each one of these has 4 HDMI inputs and is capable of running 4 separate computers. So there'll be 4 on the right and then 4 on the left. Now with the DirectX update, there were some concerns that these mini PCs would not be able to run Everquest. I tested that out, it looks to be fine. So the i5 6th gen mini PCs that are $100 and some dollars will still work to run Everquest. And in the center here is the main gaming PC. Nothing too special. I think that's just a Ryzen 5 3600 with a 5700 XT in it. Way more than enough to play Everquest. Basically, it's on a dual screen setup, that center PC. So Everquest will be played in the bottom screen, and on the top, that will control whether you're using some vision stuff or resources, or you want to look stuff up. You have a top screen that you can slide into. Something differently I did this time for setup is I have Multiplicity running, which is this piece of software here, and that is my arrangement, which I'm not sure that I really like with the dual screen, because you can't come out of the top and go left. But basically this middle monitor right here in the bottom is in the center, and you can take this same mouse and keyboard and you can go left into these 4 windows or right to that. So one mouse and keyboard is controlling all 9 of these PCs. Typically I don't much care for it because I'm going to end up losing my mouse a lot. So if the mouse is here, you can scroll to the right and it'll come in here, and keep going to the right, it'll come in here. But I feel like I'm going to end up losing my mouse a lot. So normally when I set this up, this middle PC is actually standalone, and then on the left I'll have another mouse and keyboard that just controls the 4 computers, and on the right the same thing, mouse and keyboard that controls the 4 computers. And the reason I did that was because of the way Multiplicity works. If you remember from other videos, these USB Super Nintendo controllers, but it could be a USB any type of controller, you can set those up to auto fire. So if you had like an assist macro, you could set, say, 4 melee characters up on one side with one of those controllers hooked in on the main Multiplicity computer, and then it would auto fire assist or follow or whatever. So you could basically turn auto attack on and maybe some other functions using that auto fire pad. That was an alternative to using things like MacroQuest. Remember, MacroQuest is not going to be supported on these new TLPs, and probably won't have any support until they come out with Relaxed TrueBox, which is 3 per PC. Then it might pick up some support. And because Multiplicity has bugs, I bought these little mini mice, which are sometimes convenient to take control of each individual PC if you need to click something quick. But having a mouse plug into each of these mini PCs, and this is a retractable one, stops the look error, I guess you'd call it, where if you're on your main computer and you start holding right click and looking around, all of these other PCs will start looking around in odd directions and get stuck, kind of ruins your view. So that's what the little mice are for. These are still the i5 6th gen. Some of them are upgraded to 12 or 16 gigabytes of RAM, but they come standard with 8, which is most of the PCs on this side, which is plenty to run Everquest. All of mine are hardwired in to a 24-port switch. They do sell wireless or Wi-Fi versions of these mini PCs. I tend not to use them for whatever reason. The Wi-Fi in my house doesn't seem to work too well at the most inconvenient times, and I'll catch one of my characters coming off follow, or if I'm having them follow me, say I'm playing a fire, they'll start running out into the field as they start drifting off. So I keep everything wired in. I could probably upgrade my Wi-Fi and be fine, but either way you do it, you don't have to get the wired versions. They do have wireless versions. Also to mention, each one of these PCs is installed with the Surfshark VPN. Why do you need that? They have anti-cheat software running where it does not let you spam from the same IP address a ton of commands at once. So if you had this auto firing, and then over here you had another USB control auto firing, and it was going across 4 screens, it would just disconnect all 4 of your screens because it's sending too many commands off the same IP address. So if you put a VPN on each one of these machines, you can pretty much spam away. So this is the current setup. I'll back up a little bit here. I just finished it. There's still more work to do on it. There is room on the left and right sides to move these monitors back because I normally run a 13 box. And what that is those 27-inch monitors in the middle, I'll actually have 6. I have a stand for 6 of those. That's in storage right now. So I could put 6 in the middle and then there's 4 on this side and 4 on this side. So I plan to get back into T-Cure and start making some videos, but I just wanted to show you guys the new setup. I am still waiting on lights. Like I have the lights down here. Those are going to go up on the back wall, and it should be a little bit easier to play because right now it's kind of dark with the way I painted this wall. Basically, my hardware recommendations that I made for 2023 are still applicable today. And if you're looking for information on how to set this up, check out this video right here.